Hi, my name is Emily. Welcome to my channel, Emily Solves It, where I share my love of all things puzzle related, whether that's logic puzzles, jigsaw puzzles, brain teasers, riddles, I don't know, you name it, I probably love it. Today is December 14th, which means we are on day 14 of my Exit the Game Advent Calendar. Let's get started. All right, yesterday, oh yes, I drew all over my box yesterday, and if I remember, I was a little salty by the end of that, and that's okay. So we were using our jump space technology, going through wormholes, trying to get ahead. Carefully tear out the calendar sheet before reading. I do notice immediately we've got numbers down the side. Klaus grins at you. I told you that the space jump would help us to catch up. Then he points diagonally upwards. That's the space parking lot. He's about to fly steeply upwards when suddenly, out of nowhere, rope ladders are lowered in front of your windshield. A burly man in a uniform appears next to the spaceship. Stop, immediately, he barks at you. We have received a report that this spacecraft may not be in compliance with safety regulations. We shall need to investigate further. Until we get a pass from the lab, you are prohibited from any further space travel. But, you and Klaus shout in unison. However, the safety guy just raises his index finger in reprimand and says, Safety is of the utmost importance. Then he points to the rope ladders. If you really want to continue on your journey now, then go on foot and use the sky ladders. Just make sure you climb the right way, otherwise you might end up elsewhere. And elsewhere is a pretty dark planet. You don't want to go there, believe me. So I'm assuming immediately we're going to mess up and we're going to end up at elsewhere, and I am betting that this is elsewhere because it doesn't open. It just has a little thingy that you... So we'll shine a light in again, which we did last year. Completely astonished, you get out of the spaceship with Klaus and watch as the man speeds away with it. I don't know who ratted us out, says Klaus, rubbing his unshaven chin. Yeah, this is totally Santa Claus. He's going to end up with a beard. Then he reaches into his jacket pocket and hands you a telescope. Here, take a look. This will definitely give you a better idea of which rope ladder we need to use. Please turn the page. Now open door 14. Behind you will find 2 riddle cards, M1, M2, and 2 strange items, paper clips. Let's also take a look. We've got 7, 1, 2, 1, 6, 0, 5, 1, 3, 4, 8, 2, 1. I have a feeling... Ooh, interesting. These are going to line up, aren't they? Hey, they do for the most part. But, okay. We've got, this says not visible, above, below, and then it does say telescope. And we have paperclip icons. Let's open. Ooh, the thing is way up here today. What the heck? It's up here instead of like right in the middle. That's interesting. And we still have all these satellites pointing to that, and I want to know why. Oop. We do in fact have our paper clips. We've got our riddle cards, M1 and M2. I think we're going to be using the box. Let's see if I can. There's just a bunch of ladders going every which way. That looks like the wormholes that we climbed out of at the bottom of the box. And we have a red arrow pointing up. Sure. Let's get our paper clips out. These are fun. They definitely are meant to be put. They have little points. Let's take a look at our cards. Ah, okay. So this is showing that we need to roll up our paper and paper clip it and then put it into our box. And then this is our code. Interesting. Okay. So not visible. So we just need it to line up like this. Pardon me, wants to get the tape out again. Well, this is a unique take. Okay, so but see, I don't like that it does that. I am gonna get a piece of tape. And I will put it on lightly in case I need to peel it off. Cover up any part that you're not supposed to see. We're just gonna do it very gentle in case I need to remove it. Okay, we have our telescope. It's in our box. Like, does this matter? This is the door. It's pointing, the things almost are like that. Okay. Okay, what's our code? Twist the telescope 3 times. Use each letter that you find. I know you like a riddle card, so finding letters won't be hard. They hide in plain sight at the back, nicely colored, not just black. If you follow these clear clues, you'll know which arrow you should use. Code from left to right, because we do have 3 arrows. Twist the telescope 3 times. Use each letter that you find. So just upon immediate notice, we've got these like satellites. They are pointing into the room, plus this red. If you pop the telescope in and spin it around, at certain points, each thing does point to a different letter. If you line this up, okay, so I'm wondering if it's gonna tell us where to look based off of what the letters say. Twist the telescope 3 times. Use each letter that you find. I know you like a riddle card, so finding letters won't be hard, because I mean they're written on the outside of the card. They hide in plain sight at the back, which is the back of the paper. Nicely colored, not just black. I mean, these are colored. If you follow these clues, you'll know which arrow you should use. Wait. Wait. We have a blue. We have a blue O, a black T, and a green E. Because the riddle cards, they hide in plain sight at the back. Nicely colored, not just black. If you follow these clear clues, you'll know which arrow you should use. Code from left to right. Okay. So does that mean we put, oh, okay. So let's do what it said to do in that order. If we put our telescope in and we make the blue have the O, what does it say? Okay. Okay. I understand now. I'm going to bring the camera down so you can see what I'm seeing, because this makes sense. Okay, give me my riddle card. This is so cool. Okay. We're going to line up the letters on our thing. It spells telescope. We're going to line them up according to the riddle cards we found on the back. So for the blue arrow, we're going to line it up to the O. And then when we look inside the telescope, okay, we have a red arrow that is pointing, and at the bottom of our telescope are those numbers. So then our red arrow is going to point to what number we use, which is so smart. Okay, so when we do the O, it points to a 3, which is our first number, 3. So then the next was the black T. So then we put the T to the black arrow, which is up here. And then when we look in, the arrow is pointing at a 1. And then finally we put a green, ooh, but we have multiple E's. So then, but it does matter. So if you put it on the very last E, it doesn't point at anything. It's pointing between numbers. Okay. If we point it at the very first E, not quite. It kind of points at a number, but not quite. And so if we do the middle E, does it point clearly at a number? Kinda. This one is tricky. Not really. That's pointing in between again. I mean, if I turn it just right, it does, but like, not enough that I necessarily feel comfortable. Hang on, I'm gonna bend this some more. Get it completely out of my way. This one, I'm going to say 3. I think it's a 3. This one's kind of vague. I'm going to go with 313 because no matter what, it doesn't quite line up. I mean, that lines up perfectly with 0 this time when I like hold it as a perfect circle. Okay, when I hold it as a perfect circle, the first E lines up perfectly with 0. So let's try that instead. That last one was just a little, okay, which 310, if we go with that as our code, we're starting here. It says to go up, go to the left, and then go down to the left, which should be a plus, a diamond, and a triangle, which it is. I was wrong. We did not end up way over here. But then this is our day 15. Very nice. I had a fun time with that. Whew, okay. Thank you for watching.